Rusty's turn on 5.
Therefore, lay judgment down, not with regret, but with a sigh of gratitude. Now you are free of a burden so great that you can merely stagger and fall beneath it. And it was all illusion, nothing more. Now can the teacher of God rise up unburdened and walk lightly on. Yet it is not only this that is his benefit. His sense of care is gone, for he has none. He has given it away along with judgment. He gave himself to him whose judgment he has chosen now to trust instead of his own. Now he makes no mistakes. His guide is sure. And where he came to judge, he comes to bless. Where now he laughs, he used to come to weep.
Wow.
Isn't it great? No mistakes.
I know.
And where we were crying, we're laughing.
It's called, I guess, the happy dream. Yeah, I know. Isn't that good? Well, and can you see why that would be the case if you can really start? And that's why the mind training in the workbook is all about getting more and more sensitive to that voice, that guiding voice, so that you don't miss what it's saying and think and use your own judgment. Because if we can get our mind totally directed like this, look at the great results. No mistakes, laughter instead of crying, and you're going around blessing everyone instead of judging them and attacking them. I mean, would that be happy?
And no burden. I mean,
And no burden.
I get into this thing of, oh my God, what a lot of burden I got. You know, what a lot of things I have to do. Because I'm thinking with myself. But it's like, now you are free of a burden so great that you could merely stagger and fall down beneath it. I relate to that.
Yes.
I do that to myself.
Yes.
And his sense of care is gone, for he has none. He's given it away along with judgment. It's like, well, yes, that's what I want. It doesn't mean not doing things. It means doing things easily, because I'm doing them with him.
Mm-hmm. So that's where we're
Glad
going.
we
And that,
remembered.
remember, that's the major, like he said, the theory of the text is necessary to make the workbook exercises more relevant to you. Because you need a theory of, how we get caught in the dream and the separation and all that, just so you know, why am I doing this? And why do I need to have a guide? Well, if you don't know the theory of the separation, you wouldn't understand why you need a guide out of your situation and not trust your own voice. And then the exercise, then the workbook is like where everything comes down, where the rubber hits the road, where you're like going to practice this, listening to the voice, trusting it, following it, doing what it says, see how it comes, get more and more sensitive to the differences between your ego and the Holy Spirit, because at first it's hard to discern the difference. And you might think you're following the Holy Spirit, and really you're just talking to yourself again, telling yourself what to do and what things mean. So you want to remember, this is a journey of getting more and more sensitive to the Spirit, because Jesus says in here that his final step was he listened only to the Spirit. So that meant all along he was getting closer and closer to only hearing the Spirit and not hearing the ego mind at all. So that's our part too. And we're in your...
It is not difficult to relinquish judgment, but it is difficult indeed to try to keep it. The teacher of God lays it down happily the instant he recognizes its cost. All of the ugliness he sees about him is its outcome. All of the pain he looks upon is its results. All of the loneliness and sense of loss, of passing time and growing hopelessness, of sickening despair and fear of death, all these have come of it. And now he knows that these things need not be. Not one is true, for he has given up their cause, and they, which never were, but the effects of his mistaken choice, have fallen from him. Teacher of God, this step will bring you peace. Can it be difficult to want but this? No.
No. He nailed that argument. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Okay, we're